Boom! Yours truly is back! Back from the field. Do you know what I just did? Let me tell you very quickly. I was on the train, public transportation. Then I saw from the corner of my eye a few girls. Yours truly said, this was what I was thinking. I couldn't decide if one of the girls were either 20 years old or 15 years old. She looked pretty sexy. She had really nice face, a fairly good outfit, and a vibrant social circle of similarly good-looking girls. As the door was closing, I saw another guy coming inside the train, almost going up and occupying the one left kind of standing space that was close to these girls. I said, oh ho ho, you think so, right? Quickly I stood up, went to that little spot that was still free next to these girls, and I just gave up my sitting space so I could stand nearby those girls who I was interested in. After becoming aroused, meaning, no, not that way, maybe a little, but aroused in the way that, as in a flow chart, when a challenge is high and your skill level is actually almost and your skill level is mediocre to almost professional, meaning the challenge was talking to these girls. My skill level was and my skill level of talking to people, socializing was, I'm not bad at it at all. So it was around this. So if you put the flow chart like this, I was in an arousal state, and I took action and asked, hey girls, so, wow, this train is really full. What is happening here? And they said, oh, we're just having a class trip, a student exchange trip, when people go from one country to another country, and then so these guys were from Italy. They came to Hungary, and in Hungary, these girls gave them shelter, and then they will go back to Italy to a school trip, but with new people. I fucking love this. I had this same thing in my school. Sadly, the teacher who organized this whole event got expelled, so I could only participate in one of these trips. My mother and my father funded it, so I didn't have to pay a penny, and honestly, it was such a great experience. I look back at it with only gratitude, and happiness comes to my mind when I think about the moments I could talk so much about when I went on a school trip. But this was not when I went on a school trip. This video is about how I got into this social circle of young girls, mostly girls, a few guys. I initiated a conversation with the girl I got interested in, and told her that I got to tell you something. I can't decide how, for your friends, because she was in a group of girls, I can roughly say how old they are. But for you, I got to tell you, you're confusing me a lot here. And they started laughing. That's a good sign. Yes. If you don't make girls laugh while you're talking to them, I mean, it's okay, but, it's a good indicator that you know what you're doing. Fairly, okay, relatively speaking. So they laughed, and I told them, you look like you're not 20. And they laughed again, and she said, nah, I'm just 15. 15, I'm 18. I mean, if they look good. I was thinking about asking a few of the girls' numbers. There were a lot of ugly ones there, and there were a lot of good-looking girls on this school trip. Then I continued talking to them, asked questions. I was present. A good tip for socializing with people that I really enjoy doing is talking about your surrounding. I looked to the left and I saw a fairly weird looking guy and asked the girls, I asked the one who was next to me, a little physical contact. I tapped on her shoulder and said, hey, do you know who that guy is? Is he in your group as well? And she said, yeah. And I said, I challenge these girls. Another thing is, if you vibe with the girls there, choose one and challenge one of them. The girls love a challenge. So I said, hey, why don't you go up and talk to her? Are you like scared or something? And they said, no, they said something. And then the train arrived. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. So the train arrived and we got off and their group assembled and I was like an outcast there. But fuck it, I ain't no outcast. I started to talking to other people. And then the group leader girl, why didn't I take pictures? I have to start taking pictures of these events so I can make it like you guys were there as well. Because this adventure, oh my God, it makes me feel alive. And sadly, I have to start going to one of the fucking workplaces now. But so quick story short, the group leader, who was also one of the tallest and one of the best looking girls there, said hi to me. And I said, hey, who are you? Do I know you? And then she said, no, I'm just I'm the group's leader or something, she said. And then I said, oh, okay. Then they started walking. I went up to the group leader, started talking to her. Then talked to her, asked a few questions, and honestly the best part was when they went to the McDonald's and started ordering. And I teased these girls. It's very important to start teasing girls. I started teasing her. Do you do any sports? I asked. And she said, yeah, guess what? And I said, Oh, she said it like this. Yeah, I do some kind of sport. Guess what? And she tapped herself, like showing herself, because she was a pretty fit girl, a pretty tall girl. And I said, girl. No, I didn't say it, but yeah, I bet you play chess. They had good reaction. And I guess and after that, they ordered McDonald's. This is the last story and I'm out. And I did a little tap again on her shoulder and I said to her something. And then she asked me, hey, why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? And she started hitting me. I love it when girls are physical with me. And what I should have said to her is that, because you look like a bangable girl, or like a hittable girl. I didn't say it, sadly, it didn't come to my mind, but I said something, and then they left, and I talked with a few guys as well, and then I left as well, saying goodbye. Sadly, to this group leader girl, she kind of just ran off, and I couldn't really talk to her anymore. I could have asked for their numbers and maybe asked them out on a date, but I guess that's for another story. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Start socializing and you'll have these fucking making you alive experiences.